Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce my PhD topic in mobile motion analysis system. My name is Azamat Bissenov. I am a medical doctor from Kazakhstan. Currently, I am a full-time PhD student in Department of Orthopedics. So my vision is high-quality health change behavior and the personalized medical care for disabled person. To pursue of this vision, my mission is clear: to promote widespread use of mobile motion analysis system for easier diagnosis and the more accurate treatment of musculoskeletal disorders. There are two specific goals related to my PhD topic. Today we will talk about first two. My first project is titled Investigating the Validity of Inertial Measurement Unit on Gait Parameters in Ambulatory Individuals. The gait, the ability for walk, is not just means of getting from one place to another. It's complex motor function that involves coordination of multiple body systems. It's important for maintaining in everyday activities and the overall well-being. So impairment of gait is particularly common in several diseases, such as osteoarthritis, cerebral palsy, and the stroke survivors. Nowadays, the gold standard to assess gait parameters, this is 3D motion analysis system, which is known for its accuracy and the reliability, but usually is characterized by higher costs and the technical complexities. Nowadays, the alternative system exists. This is inertial measurement units, which is characterized lower cost, the ability to be used out of hospital condition, which makes it more accessible. So my aim to evaluate the validity of inertial measurement unit for motion tracking. In this picture, you can clearly see this both system. 3D motion analysis system requires dedicated place with specialized cameras. Also, it requires experienced staff who can perform gait analysis system on individuals. With inertial measurement units, you can assess gait parameters by using mobile phone and some sensors. From this, my clinical question comes out. Does EMU have clinically acceptable validity in measuring gait parameters? My population will be ambulatory individuals, index test, inertial measurement unit, reference test, 3D motion analysis system, diagnosis of interest, gait parameters. Our hypothesis: EMU technology demonstrates comparable validity in capturing gait parameters. Our systematic search was conducted in 4 databases with 4 domains in 25th of November 2023. Approximately 15,000 hits was found. By narrowing it down, 25 articles was chosen for our project. Our outcome measure root mean square error, which is important in biomechanical studies, which usually show the level of error alternative system. If error is high, root mean square error is high, which indicates less accuracy. If error is low, root mean square error low, which indicates better accuracy. We're particularly investigating gait kinetic and the kinematic parameters. Let me explain more about this. In our studies, we're investigating gait kinematic parameters, especially range of motion, ankle, knee, hip joints in sagittal plane. For example, in ankle joint, during the walking, ankle joints may move towards the shin, which called dorsiflexion. After it moves towards the floor, which called plantar flexion. Some of dorsiflexion, the plantar flexion, makes range of motion of this joint. We are investigating with these two tools range of motion, knee, ankle, and the hip joint. So my first outcome, ankle joint angle in sagittal plane. Outcome measure root mean square error, outcome unit is degree. Root mean square error may range until 0 until infinity. Total of 140 individuals included our forest plot. Heterogeneity is high because of different models of EMU was used between studies. Threshold for root mean square error is 5. If it's less than 5, it means acceptable accuracy. So overgrown walking root mean square error was 4.15. For treadmill walking was 5.46. Overall root mean square error 4.62, which is less than 5. Our second outcome, knee joint angle in the sagittal plane with the same outcome measure, with same unit, with same range. And so pulled root mean square error for overgrown walking 4.81. For treadmill walking, it's out of 5. Overall root mean square error 4.93, which is almost 5. Our third outcome is hip joint angle in sagittal plane. 196 individuals included our force plot. Overall root mean square error for overgrown walking and treadmill walking out of acceptable accuracy. Overall root mean square error 5.79, which is out of acceptable accuracy. The strength of our project is it will be first meta-analysis for Gait kinetic parameters. Also, we followed strict methodology. We followed, we hope we didn't miss any relevant articles. Our limitation, inconsistent methodology was used between articles. Also, heterogeneity is high. In conclusion, I would like to say that EMU-based Gait analysis system does not have fully clinically acceptable validity compared to the 3D motion analysis system. Implication for practice, we can say that EMU can measure ankle joint parameters in overgrown walking between acceptable limits, but 3D motion analysis system should kept for clinical measurements. Implication for research, EMU-based measurements should be developed because the parameters that measure are correct. Our first project, we almost finalized our figures where I am writing my manuscript right now. So our second project is called Evaluating the Validity and the Reliability of Inertial Measurement Unit for Balance Assessment. Balance is also an important aspect of walking. It's important preventing from falls and maintaining efficient energy safety way of movement. Is often damaged in neurological and musculoskeletal disorders. The gold standard to assess balance nowadays is force plate, which requires traditional 3D motion analysis laboratory, which I previously mentioned have some disadvantage. Alternative system, also inertial measurement units. Our aim assess the validity and the reliability of inertial measurement units in balance assessment. In this picture, you can see this both system. Up picture is this force plate in Department of Orthopedics in Semmelweis University, and the alternative system is inertial measurement units from Xsense.company. So our clinical question, how valid and reliable inertial measurement unit in assessing balance compared to force plates? Our population will be healthy children, index test, EMU, reference stress, force plate, diagnose of interest, balance parameters. Our hypothesis, EMU technology will be reliable, but may not have clinical acceptable validity compared to force plates. Clinical and the research implication, we hope we improve balance assessment tool and the accessibility for Gait analysis system. So our research plan, we want to do our prospective cohort study in Department of Orthopedics in Gait lab. We want to recruit healthy children between 5 and 12 years age from local schools and the pediatric clinicals in the assess their balance by using EMU and the force plate after check how valid and reliable EMU tools. In summary, I hope that I will finish our first project in August 2022 and the second project December 2022. I would like to say thank you for your attention and finalize my presentation by Hippocrates quote, walking is man's best medicine. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, Azamat. I have one question regarding the IMU. Which models were most frequently used in the studies that you involved for the first project?
Thank you for your question. In our first project, frequently used model EMU was from Xsense. It was in 4 studies they used Xsense EMU. In 2 studies they used models from Neuron companies. frequently. Another one, it's mixed from different company.
Thank you for your great presentation. My question would be that how often do you use this IMU in sports rehabilitation or rehabilitation or some kind of sport things?
Thank you for your question. Nowadays, EMO usually used in sport fields, especially because you can assess the acceleration of athletes by using these tools. You can directly get information in a few seconds how speed of athletes before injury, after injury, and you can say these athletes ready to join again for sports or not. Also, you can assess angular velocity, but for joint angle calculation, by knowing this information, we should calculate. But for athletes, it works very well.
Thank you very much.